Yo, 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 Don Mafia. Welcome to yet another edition of the Don Mafia Report. And in fact, we have a very intriguing topic for you today. We're going to be covering the question that has been circulating around the majority of Buffalo Bills fans' heads the moment that Sean McDermott and more specifically Brian Daboll had the reins on the Buffalo Bills organization. And that question just so happens to be, what the is the Buffalo Bills offensive identity? Now, let's be honest, we've been going through an identity crisis the past couple of years. In 2018, it was essentially a game of backyard football where Josh Allen would put his body on the line and really just rely on his own athleticism, and then maybe a couple of dudes who could barely make a practice squad today for a wide receiving core. That was 2018. In 2019, we finally ended up getting John Brown and Cole Beasley, which ended up making it at least a little better to watch, a little bit of a better offensive product, but we still focused on running the damn ball. And at the end of the day, we still have no idea, right? What the hell is the offensive identity, especially since we ended up bringing in Stefon Diggs on that glorious, glorious day. Don Mafia, we're going to unpack that, really dive into it. But first, I just need to take a moment and thank you guys. Today, I was reflecting that I have been making Bills videos for a little less than a year. And so I particularly remember being at about 320 subscribers. And at that point, I had a YouTube channel for about 3 or 4 years. I would make videos about whatever I wanted, and I saw like little to no traction. But the second that I switched over to Buffalo Bills type content, I went from that low 300 mark as high up as 7,272 by the time that I filmed this video. And so I felt like that I need to thank the Don Mafia. There is absolutely no way that I would be here without you guys. And y'all know ya boy, I'm never satisfied, and frankly, I'm shooting for the stars. So my goal is to be the biggest Bills channel within 3 months. 10,000 subscribers before kickoff on September 13th, and the biggest Bills channel by October 1st. Once again, guys, thank you so much for the support, and say that you wanted to help me grow this experience, simply just smash the out of that like button and tell a friend. And alright, Don Mafia, so as mentioned previously, a lot has been going down as far as the conversations amongst Bills personalities, Bills fans, of what exactly is going to be Brian Daboll's identity. Now, you rewind back to 2019, and like I touched on during the beginning of this video, the additions of Cole Beasley and John Brown made a significant impact, especially when it came down to not only Josh Allen's progression, but the overall passing game. But as you guys know, we were still largely a run the damn ball kind of offense. And don't get me wrong, y'all know that I absolutely love running the damn ball. I mean, shit, your boy made merch about it. I'm still about it. But the problem was that as far as the statistics leading the league, it wasn't like that we were significantly leading the league in yards per carry or total amounts of rush yards. We were like right in the middle of the pack for the majority of team-centered rushing statistics. So in 2019, it was sort of a healthy mix of both, I suppose, and that's what ended up helping us go 10-6. So don't get me wrong. I mean, Devin Singletary, I think that if he were to start the entire year in 2019, then our stats probably would have been a little higher, especially since he was like top 3, top 2 in the league for several weeks in yards per carry, and the dude really only started halfway through the season. Frank Gore might have been the running back that sort of made us more in the middle of the pack. Now that he's gone and Zach Moss is in the mix, I'm not necessarily opposed to still being a run the damn ball type of offense. Now, I know a lot of you are probably going to be like, Dan, what the hell, dude? What are we going to do about Stefon Diggs? We just made, like a bunch of trades. What are we going to do with ya boy? Well, Don Mafia, let me tell you what. Do I think that our passing game is absolutely about to explode? Yes, I without a doubt do. But I still think that the Bills are going to be a focused running offense, number one. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that we're going to ignore our receivers, like with Stefon Diggs, John Brown, and Cole Beasley, but what I will tell you is the fact that with an addition with an addition of Stephon Diggs to this offense and to this receiving room, it's going to open up the run game. Last year, say that you were to watch tape, you would notice that Josh Allen and our offensive line would continuously be pummeled by pressure. And a lot of that had to do with the fact that those defensive lines and those secondaries, linebackers, knew that Josh Allen was still young and he didn't really have many reliable weapons outside of John Brown and Cole Beasley. Once you add a receiver like Stephon Diggs to this team, who is, in my opinion, the best route runner in the entire NFL, fight me if you disagree, you're not going to see that kind of pressure whatsoever. Secondaries are going to be absolutely obsessed with trying to lock down Stephon Diggs. That not only is that going to completely leave John Brown wide open, who's going to be going against cornerback twos, and then not to mention you probably have another guy that's probably top 15 in the league for route running in Cole Beasley. It's going to open the hell out of the run game because of that Stephon Diggs acquisition. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I definitely want to be able to see Josh Allen toss up a couple 300-yard games. I definitely want to see Stephon Diggs blow up a couple of times this season with multiple touchdowns, maybe receiving for over, 150, 180 yards in like one particular game. And that's going to happen. But I do still think that we're going to be seeing the Buffalo Bills running 60% of the time with the run game. Maybe we could talk more like a 55-45 or something along those lines, but I still think there's going to be a strong focus on the run game. So, Dom Mafia, those are my specific thoughts. I really want to go ahead and hear what you have to say. Do you think that we're going to be making the transition, or Brian Daboll is going to sort of switch up the playbook and make it more of a passing first type offense, or are we sticking to run the damn ball and sort of just utilizing our receivers to keep opposing defenses honest? I really want to hear your thoughts on that. Besides that, Don Mafia, thank you for tuning in to yet another edition of the Don Mafia Report, and above all else, let's go Buffalo.